Going on YouTube? So in my NP205 203 doubler kit video, I mentioned at the end of it that I was going to get out a video on the shifter cables and the brackets. I unfortunately completely forgot, and I already put all my brackets and stuff already on, so I'm sorry about that. But I'm just going to show you guys where I ended up putting them, and hopefully that'll give you guys some help for when you're doing yours. I know there was a couple comments asking me on how I did it, so that's what this video today is going to be about. So we'll just start off at the back of the transmission, or transfer case, sorry. You got that bracket right there, and it's held on with the two 14mm bolts, which is supplied in your kit. And then that top bolt right there, let's see if I can get the light out of there. The top bolt right there is actually a piece of rebar, or not rebar, sorry, ready rod that goes all the way up to the front. Let's see if I can get that for you guys. Yeah, see how it goes all the way up to that bracket right there. That bracket is the one that you actually run your shifter cables through. And then the other bolt below it runs through that metal tubing all the way to this bracket right here, the one with the nut on it. And that is just basically what holds the bracket from going forward and back when you're shifting. Okay. Now there is one thing I will mention. On that rod right here, I had to buy a new one because GM, they have two different sizes, a short one and a long one. My transfer case came with the short one, and it would hit the bracket right here. So I ended up having to order in the long set, which didn't mind too much, because that way when you order them, you can get them where they're already ground down to allow you to shift them independently. So that was a bonus. But yeah, so basically you got the ready rod running to the bracket, and then the tube here going to the other bracket. Yeah. Now with the ready rod, they do give you extra length, so you are going to have to cut it to fit. I think it's stuck out to about here. Cut off about 6-7 inches or so. Okay. And now for the bracket that shoots all the way over to here, how you set that up is you have a nylon washer on the bottom, the bracket, and then the nylon washer on the top, so it allows it to move freely in there and not bind it up. Now, to bolt the arm that goes over to the shifter up in there, I don't know if you guys can see that, yeah, right around there. What you're going to want to do is you're going to have a washer on the bottom, a nylon washer on top of the flat washer, the bracket, and then another nylon washer held in with an Allen key bolt. All that is supplied in the kit. You do not have to buy any of that. Moving up to the 203, you got the bracket right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. The lighting underneath the truck is not the best. The black bracket right there goes down to shift the 203. Now there is another bracket in the kit, I haven't put that one on yet, that you bolt on to the shaft coming out the side of the 203, and that just shifts it independently. So that one actually has its own bracket separate from the 205. And then all you got to do is run your cables down into it. Let me just grab one here. yeah, you just basically run it through the hole, take that bolt off, run it through the bracket, and then there is more, there is more of these, one more of those that come in the kit, and you just bolt it onto the bracket. Here, let me see if I can quickly find that. Alright, so I found the bracket. That there goes onto the 203, held on with the nut. And you're gonna bolt one of these to it. Just like that. And that's how you'll end up shifting it. It has the threaded piece right in there for the shifter cable. And then you just basically set it to the right throw that you want. That way there's no slop in it. And yeah, that's basically it for the brackets on the Northwest Fab doubler kit. Now for the shifters on this thing, you got to put them together yourself. You got the bolt on the bottom, Allen key. You got one washer, nylon. The shifter, 2 nylon washers, another 2 nylon washers, and then one on the outside. Now, when you're putting the shifters on, you gotta watch. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but the 2 outside ones are actually bent out. Now, you can put them on wrong, and then when you go and shift or go and put the knobs on, they're all really close and you can't shift it properly. So make sure you pay attention to that the bends are going out. And that way you won't run into any clearance problems. But that's pretty much it on the shifters. You do have these little brackets right here. I thought they went onto there, but that one goes there. These bolt right there. And you got 3 of them, you just run them through, and that's where you screw your cables into, right in the end there. And that's pretty much it for the cables and the brackets. Hope that video helped you guys out. And yeah, have a good one.